Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about how to put in an entrepreneurship for a student who started his project before he actually got into ag. And it's always going to go back to the very first day he got into ag, no matter if he's 4 years old when he started what would become his SAE. It's going to treat it like it was the very first day he came into ag. So to begin doing this, what we want to do is go to finances. And we're going, and well, actually, we have already chosen the student who's going to be, Barney Fife is going to be our student. So as we go, we'll take little Barn to finances, then we'll go to the blue box that's down there. And we'll click on that blue box. And the blue box is basically your beginning inventory. That's where all your beginning inventory is going to come from. If you read that on there, it says make sure to review all the steps that apply to you. Your beginning inventory transactions for this page will automatically appear on the transaction ledger as a capital item, and we're going to have to, in a little while, we'll learn how to treat that capital item, but we're not going to worry about that right now. First thing we're going to do is go to the far right up at the top and go to cash and checking, and we're going to say little Barn had $500 in cash and checking when he came into ag. So we're going to put 500 right there. And I think there's a save button on there. Yep. And now we're going to go and actually create a new project. Well, let's go back and add a couple more things. Go to beginning inventory. And then we're going to go up here to liabilities. If he had a loan, like the youth loan, if he had a loan, then that's where you would put that loan. You can put it, the vendor, and when my boys were doing this, they had a youth loan from the Farmers Home or FSA loans. And so you put that on there, and the amount was $5,000. So we can put that on there. That's where that needs to go. Your payments per year is, we'll put it's $500 a year. And the total number of payments, let's put 15. Okay. Payments. Okay, that's how many payments. How many payments per year? Excuse me. Instead of they made 2 payments a year, and total number of payments, let's say it was 14, or it doesn't matter, 15, 14. That's all going to show up. That's how they're going to figure your interest and all that kind of stuff. You can put that as a capital note and chattel. Let's go to non-current inventory, the next one up there. Hit save. Non-current inventory. Let's say that when he came into ag, he had already bought a squeeze chute. So let's go squeeze chute. And that's going to be machinery and fixtures. Go to the expected life. And this is really important right here, because the expected life is going to determine what your depreciation is going to be. Let's say that thing's got a 10-year expected life. And the beginning cost was $2,000. And the salvage value of it's going to be $500. So that is going to determine how that depreciates over the years. Now, you're going to have to, in order for this to show up, you're going to have to go back here and go to usage. So go to Capital Item Manager, it's in the blue there. And it's going to let you edit, sell, or show usage. So click on usage. And it won't let you do anything right now because you haven't done anything in the SAE that we've set up. It's got to have some activity in that SAE to set up before it will let you do anything. But it does tell you how much your yearly depreciation is and all that kind of stuff. So hit save on that. And let's go ahead and set Barney up a proficiency award application over in reports. And I'm going to add an application there. You can go down, and of course, we're going to choose beef entrepreneurship. And then see, it's got his beginning date on there, and as you go down, the reason it's nothing showing up there now is because we have nothing on usage. And we're going to put animal systems. And as soon as we start putting something on usage and connect it to AET, we want to go up here on this blue side and make sure that we connect those choose AET experiences. And there's nothing on there right now because we hadn't set everything up. But that's the way you get started on a student who has actually come into ag with a SAE already started. So let's go to journal and go ahead and set him one up. We're going to go to add new, and we're going to call, we don't want to call it, let's say that this heifer that he's bought, this show heifer, was named Sally the show heifer. Well, if you call it Sally the show heifer, it's going to confuse things, and it's going to be real hard for you to keep up with. So let's go ahead and call it beef cattle herd, because that's what he's getting started in. And we'll go to entrepreneurship, and then we're going to go to animal systems, and it's going to choose beef. And here under category or unit, that doesn't make all that much difference. You can do head of market cattle, you can do head of commercial cattle, you can do head of, it doesn't, that one doesn't matter, but the next one down does. If you choose market manager for this one, it's going to be simpler than choosing beef manager, herd manager right now. But what you're going to end up with in the long run is actually two SAEs. You're going to have an SAE where you're buying show heifers, which are animals bought for resale, and you're going to have an SAE where you're transferring those show heifers into the breeding herd. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up market manager. And hit save. And now we've got that set up, but we haven't done anything in there yet. So let's click on financial entries. And we're going to do a new entrepreneurship expense. And for that expense, we want to make sure that the date is correct first. We're going to go back to 2016, I think was when that was. And you can actually go back and change that in the date up there if you want to, or you can use the calendar. Either way will work. We've got it set now. Now we're going to go in and buy. We'll say our vendor payee. Since it's Barney Fife, we'll say our vendor is going to be Otis Campbell. And we're going to go down here to number 1 under choose. We're going to choose the beef cattle herd for our experience. The type of thing we're going to do, we're going to buy, let's buy a feed from Otis. And then let's do the amount. Let's say we paid $200. Now over here on this next one, you can put a memo as to how many bags you bought or how many pounds of feed that you bought. Let's say we bought 400 pounds. And then we're going to hit save and return, or you can hit save and add another, whichever one you want to do. It doesn't matter. We're going to hit save and return. And that's going to put us a an amount in there. Now, if we want to just look strictly at that one, go up here to year, and we're going to look strictly at year 2016. And that's going to narrow it down. We've got a youth loan in that year. We've got non-current purchases, beginning inventory of $2,000. And we've got feed for the beef cattle. So that's all that is in there. Now we need to go back and look at finances. There you go. One more over there. And look at the little blue box again. And in that blue box, we're going to go to capital item. And now we've got a triangle on there, which means that we need to show usage. So we're going in there and we're going to click on usage. And we have a number. We have a blank. So we're going to put 100%. If it's 100% yours, if it was 50% yours, you'd have to put 50% for something else. So what it means is this is going to be 100% used for this particular SAE. It doesn't mean it's 50% yours and 50% somebody else's. So we'll hit save. And now we're going to go into Market Manager next, but let's do that on the next video. Now we've got you this far. This is a good place to stop. We've got his checking account. We've got some equipment, and we've got him set up, and he's bought some feed. And notice when the squeeze chute came into play, once there was some money spent during 2016, you had a transaction. So it's got to be that way. Let's do the next one. We'll show you how to move this, how to buy a cow in Market Manager. Thanks.